Dear students, in the previous lesson we have already discussed about the process of circulation of blood that takes place in the heart. In this lesson, we are going to discuss about some special junctional tissues in the heart that are responsible for the origin as well as conduction of cardiac impulse at a faster rate. Let's see how the conduction takes place in a short video. This specialized tissue is present in the heart walls. These tissues send signals to the rest of the heart muscles causing contraction. This group of muscles are called the cardiac conduction system. The main parts of the system is the SA node, AV node, bundle of HIS, bundle branches and Purkinje fibers. Now let's see the signals that takes place through this contraction process. The SA node starts its sequence by causing the atrial muscles to contract, and that is why doctors call it as anatomical pacemaker. Next signal travels to the AV node through the bundle of HIS and then to the bundle branches followed by Purkinje fibers, causing the ventricles to contract. This signal creates an electrical current that can be seen on the graph called the electrocardiogram or ECG. Doctors use this ECG to see how the cardiac conduction system works, as any change in the ECG can indicate some serious problems. Understood how an electrical impulse travels through the heart and initiates the contractions of the chambers to take place. Now we are going to discuss about the different sounds that are produced in the heart. I hope you remember about the heart valves which we discussed when we were discussing about the anatomy of heart. Now closure of this heart valves is associated with an audible sound, what we commonly say the heartbeat. A healthy heart makes 4 different sounds with each beat. The first and the second sound can be detected clinically by stethoscope, and the third and the fourth sounds can only be detected by graphical records. The first sound is long and prolonged like the word lub, and it is caused due to sudden closure of atrioventricular valves. The second heart sound is short and sharp, that is, it is of high pitched sound like the word dub, and it is caused by the sudden closure of the semilunar valves at the root of aorta and pulmonary artery. The third heart sound is low pitched soft sound, and it is caused due to rapid rush of blood from the atria into the ventricles. The fourth heart sound is sharp and very short. It is not heard in normal individuals, but it can be recorded by phonocardiograph. It is caused due to contraction of atria as well as due to the rapid flow of blood from the atria into the ventricles. Even though our heart is internal, we can still know from outside whether our heart is working or not, and that is done by counting the pulse. The pulse will determine our heart rate. Now when we are at rest, the pulse is lower and it increases during exercise. Now the question is how to take your pulse. It is very simple, You have to just place your index, second and third finger on the palm side of your other wrist below the base of the thumb. Or you can also place the index and the second finger on your lower neck on either side of the windpipe. Now what you're going to do is you have to slightly press your fingers until you feel the blood pushing beneath your fingers. You may be required to slightly move your fingers up and down until you feel that pulsing. Now count the beats for at least 30 seconds and multiply it with 2 to get your heart rate or pulse per minute. Now the normal heart rate when we are at rest is 70 to 100 beats per minute for children, and for the adults it is 60 to 100 beats per minute. So this was all about the conduction system of the heart, the different sounds which are produced in the heart, and also how the pulse determines the heart rate. Thank you.